Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Liquidation, final statement which is to be prepared by the liquidator, that we have seen simple problems in the last class. Today we'll see calculation of remuneration, liquidator remuneration. So how do we calculate? Related to the two problems at a stretch we'll focus. Very easy. You know, we have done simple short problems also. How to calculate the liquidator remuneration. Based on that format we know. Liquidator remuneration calculation also we know. Both we are combining and making one problem. Big problem, essay problem. This you can expect in the examination point of view. Now the problem is given on the desktop. So note down or take a screenshot. First, let me read the problem. The following information relates to Goodbye Company Limited, which has gone into voluntary liquidation. You are required to prepare liquidator's final statement of account. Liquidator is entitled 2% commission on the amount realized by him. Whenever liquidator is selling any assets, on that 2% he is eligible. That is what they are saying. Liquidator is entitled to 2% commission on the amount realized by him. 2% or 1% on unsecured creditors are not given. Generally, liquidator commission will be two types of commission. One is amount realized and second one is unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors are not given here. Only one commission, that is 2% on the amount realized by the liquidator. Remember this point. And what else is given? Share capital. 10,000 equity shares, 10 rupees each. Total it is 1 lakh rupee. Unsecured creditors. And creditors secured by mortgage on building. These creditors are secured creditors. Creditors secured by mortgage on buildings. Okay. Remember this point. Preferential creditors and 5% debentures having a floating charges on all assets 40,000. Liquidator. The liquidator realized the assets as follows. He has realized assets like building 35,000, furniture for 4,000, plant and machinery 19,000 and investments 12,000. And the cost of winding up amount is 1,000 rupees. Okay. So this is the problem. What we have to do? Amount realized we have to write it on the first receipt side. So amount realized, it is given very clearly. The liquidator realized the assets as follows. Buildings. Please underline that buildings. Buildings 35,000 and on the top creditors secured by mortgage on building. Building 35,000 is not open. So on that mortgage is there. On mortgage 20,000 already creditors have taken. Means leftover building is how much? 35,000 minus 20,000. That is 15,000 only building we are going to take. Now first receipt side we have to write assets realized. Assets realized, first asset is here building. Building we are writing 35,000, but creditors secured by mortgage on building is 20,000. Means this 20 out of 35,000, 20,000 is mortgaged by the creditors. So minus paid to creditors, this is related to creditors, no? So minus creditors amount 20,000. So it is coming to 15,000. Rest of the amounts as it is you can write. Plant and machinery 19,000, furniture 4,000 and investments 12,000. That's it. So total receipts we have 50,000. 50,000 we have to make the payment. For making the payment, first thing is that liquidator remuneration. Liquidator remuneration we have to calculate. So you can say note. Here only you can write note. Means this is explained in the note. Note, what is that note? So they said very clearly that the liquidator is entitled 2% commission on the amount realized by him. Amount realized by him is how much? 2% on amount realized. Amount realized is here. We'll take 35,000, not 20,000. 20,000 is creditors had taken, that's different. But he realized building for 35,000. So 35,000 only we are taking while calculating the commission. Okay, 35,000 and all the amounts. He realized all these amounts, no? All these assets. So 35,000, 19,000, 4,000, 12,000. 35, 19, 4, 12,000. So altogether it is coming to 70,000. Assets realized by the liquidator is 70,000. On this 2%, 2% calculate, you are getting 14,000. 14,000 is written. Liquidator's remuneration. Very simple. Unsecured creditors are not given. If unsecured creditors are given, so amount available and what is the amount of unsecured, we'll be comparing that, isn't it? Whether amount is sufficient or not, insufficient, then 2 by percentage by 100 plus percentage. If sufficient, percentage by 100. Like we would have gone for the calculation. Unsecured creditors is not given. So simple, amount realized, whatever amount is realized by the liquidator on that 2%, realized is this 70,000, 2% we have given. Next, what else is there? After liquidator remuneration, next liquidator expenses. Expenses are here. Last one, the cost of winding up amount is 1,000, that is liquidation expenses 1,000. Okay, then after that, liquidator remuneration, liquidation expenses are over. Next, debentures. Where is the debentures? Debentures 5% debentures 40,000. So debenture holders 40,000 we have paid. Then after that we'll pay to the creditors, preferential creditors. Then after that unsecured creditors. First preferential creditors are given. Generally most of the time preferential creditors will not be given, but here it is given. Preferential creditors are given means first preference will be given to the preferential creditors. So preferential creditors 2,000. Next, unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors actual amount is 25,000. Actual amount unsecured creditors. $25,000. But out of 50,000, when you make all these payments, we have only 5,600. But whereas we have to pay 25,000. 25,000 we have to pay, but we have only this is the amount left. Let us pay whatever is left, right? So unsecured creditors 5,600. Balancing figure means 50,000 minus all these four amounts, you got 5,600. 5,600 is paid to the unsecured creditors. Do you understand? Actual amount is this much, but we are unable to make the payment. We have a balance of only this much only. This we are paying to the unsecured creditors. Very simple problem. No complications, I think. Okay. Next, we'll go to the another problem. Is it clear? Next problem. Yeah. First, the problem is given on the desktop. You can take a screenshot or note down. Okay. Now, I'll read the problem. The following particulars related to Daydreaming Company Limited, which has gone into voluntary liquidation. You are required to prepare the liquidator's final statement of account, allowing for him remuneration of 2% on the amount realized. 2% on the amount realized, same like this. And 2% on the amount distributed among unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors, 2%. Amount realized, 2%. Means two commissions are there. One is amount realized 2%, another one is unsecured creditors 2%. Okay, now what is the information given to us? Preferential creditors, unsecured creditors, debentures having floating charges on all assets, liquidation expenses, assets realized. Problem is simple. Only calculation of remuneration of the liquidator, that is important. Rest of the problem is normal. This also we have done already, calculations. Same thing we are doing in essay problem. Now, first of all, we kept a heading liquidator's final statement of account. What is the amount realized? Last bit they said assets realized 40,000. Assets realized 40,000 we have written. Then after that we have to make the payments. Payments, first payment is liquidator commission or liquidator remuneration. So this is liquidator remuneration. Always say note. Note means how we have calculated. So that is given in the note. Two commissions are there. One is 2% on the amount realized. Amount realized 2%. So here two bits I am taking. First one is 2% on amount realized. Amount realized is how much? 40,000 we know. On 40,000 2%. It comes to 800. Second one is 2% on unsecured creditors. So 2% on unsecured creditors. For unsecured creditors, we should know first of all what is the amount. What is the amount is leftover amount. First of all, realized amount will take. Then after that, what payments we made. Payments. What are the payments we made already? Here, payments. What payments we made. So this. Let me explain after writing all these things. Liquidate remuneration, keep it as a gap. Then rest of the payments. After liquidate remuneration, what do you pay? Liquidation expenses. Liquidation expenses are here 1500. 1500 it is. We made payment this one. Then after that, debentures. Liquidate remuneration, liquidation expenses. After that, always we make the payment of debentures. Debentures are here 15,000. So 15,000 we made. Then after that, preferential creditors are also given. So preferential creditors we made this. Whatever is left, that will be paying to the unsecured creditors. Now right now you remember now. So assets realized is 40,000. Okay. Assets realized 40,000. 40,000 minus so far whatever payments we have done. Payments we have done. Liquidation expenses 1500, debenture holders 15,000, preferential creditors 8,000. Not only that, already we have calculated 2% on the amount realized. This is also made payment na? Here this one. So 800. Never forget this. Never forget this one also, because first of all we have calculated means we are making payment. When we are making payment, that is also to be deducted. So this 800 lastly we have written. Altogether we are making payment of 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 amounts, if you deduct it, you are getting 14,700. Amount available. This is the amount available. Actually realized amount is 40,000. We made all these payments. After making the payments, we have this much of amount left, 14,700. Now, what is the amount to be paid to the creditors, unsecured creditors? It is given in the problem 25,000. We have to make payment of 25,000. But what is the amount available? Less. Insufficient. Whenever insufficient, there is a formula. Okay. Amount available into percentage is 2%. 2 by 102. If it is sufficient, 2 by 100. Insufficient means 14,700 into 2 by 102. It comes to 288. First 2% on amount realized is 800 you got. Now 2% on unsecured creditors you got 288. How do you got 288? This is the explanation. First of all, find out what is the amount available. Available means assets realized minus all the payments. So far whatever payments you have done. So you got this much of amount. This is the amount I am having. But how much is to be paid to the unsecured creditors? 25,000. Compare it. Compare it. Payment is more. Here balance is less. Insufficient. Insufficient means this amount into 2 by 102. So you got this one. So both together 800 plus 288. 800 plus 288 it comes to 1088. 1088 we have written over there. Now problem comes to an end. Payments are this 40,000 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 amounts deducted. You are getting balancing figure of 14,412. To whom you are paying? Unsecured creditors. What is the amount of unsecured creditors? 25,000. 25,000 we are unable to pay. We have only balance of 14,412 rupees. That we are making payment. If at all, if we had a lots of amount, we would have paid 25,000. If anything is left, that will be given to who else are there? No one is there. Generally, equity shares or preference shares will be given. If any other extra amount is the equity shares, preference shares are there, for them also we would have made payment. Now here no one is there. So amount is whatever balance is there, 14,412 we are paying to the unsecured creditors, whereas unsecured creditors are 25,000. We are making this much of payment. Liquidation position, we can't help it. Are you getting it? Simple. Two problems I have explained. Okay. Want to take screenshot? Yes. In the next class, we'll work out one more problem. With that, we'll wind up liquidation. Then we'll jump into the new chapter. What do you want? Keep on commenting so that I'll plan accordingly. When do you have exam? Which course you are doing? And which chapter you want? Which subject you want? Let me know so that I'll plan accordingly. So, my dear students, hope it is clear. One more problem will work out. Check out the playlist, and also each and every problem neatly you prepare a notes and also keep on referring it. Don't forget to share these videos. Check out the playlist also. Many subjects, many topics already covered. Use it and enhance your skills. Stay connected. Good luck.